Hi everyone, it's EJ. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for watching as always. Today I wanted to talk about my motherhood journey. I was inspired by one of my social media friends who had this topic in one of her reels. It's my homegirl, and I thought I need to do a video about that because I haven't shared my story, and I'm ready to share my story. But so for my motherhood journey, right now it's all good things, and I'm so very proud of it. It wasn't always so good, and I had to figure out who I was and to make it better, you know. So in the past, I had on to everything my mom said, and that was a big thing for me. Like everything she said, if she said no, yes, I was doing it just because I felt like I wanted her approval. I wanted to be like her in some ways. I wanted her to be proud of me. So I held on to every word she said, and then I had learned after, you know, some years went by that we are not the same people, and I do not have to listen to you. Also, I'm an adult myself, so there was that. I had to learn to find my voice with parenting, especially when it came to bringing my kids to the doctor. Since I was young, I had my oldest at 19. I was an adult, but still young. I felt like I had to prove every single thing to the doctors about whatever my kids were experiencing. I felt like I had to prove that I knew my kids, that I was a good mother, that if something was wrong, that they needed to address it. For example, my second oldest, who's 6 now, he has eczema, asthma, and food allergies. It took for him to get up to 18 months before they would test him or recommend, what is it called? Do a referral for him to get tested for food allergies. It turns out my baby was allergic to quite a few things, and they didn't want to believe me when I was trying to tell and explain to them that he was about 6 months. It took him a while, and all I could say was like, I told you, duh. But yeah, I had to find my voice, and it started there. I had to learn how to speak up to the medical professionals who know better than you. And then it kind of rolled over to speaking up to my mother, who I felt like maybe had the best interest, but we just didn't agree on the same thing. So I learned to take people's advice when it comes to my children. With a grain of salt, and I had to learn not to take it so negatively. Like, okay, I hear what you're saying, but I don't agree with that, but that's fine. And that helped me so much to learn and to know who to trust when it came to my kids and advice, because I didn't ever want my voice to be crushed again. So I've had 6 pregnancies total. I lost a child and I'm pregnant now, so that equals to 4 kids currently, and we are due here soon, August 5th, with my baby girl, and I can't wait. I am 37 weeks. I'll be 38 in a few days. So yeah, she's coming. We gonna see her soon. And we gonna see her home birth video too. But I lost a child in 2018, a baby girl. So we haven't had a baby girl in this household in a while, and I am super excited. I've went through postpartum depression, especially when it came to breastfeeding. After having to stop breastfeeding, that's usually when it hits me, because I don't know why, but in my mind I get so wrapped up with, oh my gosh, I can't feed my baby no more. My baby's not a baby. My baby's growing up. and it just kind of messed me up a little bit. But yeah, postpartum depression is very serious. If you feel like you need help or need to talk to someone, please do, because I've seen some really nasty outcomes of postpartum depression. Mine, it was kind of, I would say it wasn't that bad because I always had support, or I've always felt supported by my husband, and he's always been there to listen to me or take the weight off so that things don't get too bad for me. I had to learn to take care of myself and my health and not invest. So you invest in your kids, right? But I was so obsessed with taking care of my kids, I stopped investing in myself. And it took me a while to learn that that's not healthy. And I wanted to make sure that I'm just not super obsessing over my kids or putting them in this box because I'm afraid. It was so much that I went through mentally trying to figure out where I fit as a mother, as a parent. And a lot of it came from realizing that I'm not the same kind of parent that my mother was to me, and that's okay. When it came to parenting, I had a lot of healing to do. Even as a person, as a woman, I had to learn that I needed to still live my life too, because I had my daughter at 19, I had my son at 21. And a lot of those ages, we are young adults and we are still finding ourselves and we are experimenting and doing things. Well, I was already invested in being a mother, so I had to learn how to still take care of myself, play, party, learn, and still be a mother. And it was very hard because I was used to seeing the kind of obsessive type of mother, like too overbearing, too controlling. So I had to learn to back away, back down, and learn that my kids can also have a life too. And that is not just all me or what I think, or not base my situations, make them my kids' problems. And even relationship wise too, my relationships took a hit probably every time we had a baby because we were still young. And also it's hard. Having a new baby can put a lot of stress on anybody. Not sleeping, not eating right, trying to figure out what this baby likes, wants, and needs, and every baby is different. So that was hard. And our family dynamic isn't like what you would think it is, or what you would think it's supposed to be, or what people say it's supposed to be. So we had to learn to lean on each other, and for the most part, it's been turning out well. I'm very happy about that, because we've learned to lean on each other. We learned that we have each other, and we learned to support each other and these kids. So yeah, that's pretty much the outline of my motherhood journey, but in depth. I've dealt with loss. I've also had gain. So you take the good with the bad and you figure out a way to make it work. I also had to learn to be my most authentic self, and that gives my kids a way to see into me or see past me, instead of saying mommy's perfect, mommy don't make mistakes and stuff like that. No, that's not, for me, that's not a good way to teach your kid how to grow up to be a understanding adult, because they're gonna, it's like their world is gonna pop when they realize my favorite teacher smoked a cigarette. Like, she does bad stuff too. Oh my gosh. Like, it has to be a balance. You can't just give them all rainbows and Santa Claus. Like, they have to understand that you cry too. You hurt too. Your feelings get hurt too. I'm very transparent with my kids. When I feel sad, I tell them. When I feel like I need some space, I tell them. When things didn't work out the way I thought it would, I talk to them about it. But the way that I do it, it's an age appropriate way. It's not like they my girlfriends or boyfriends. I tell them in a way to help them understand that this is why I'm feeling this way, but they don't need to worry about it. And that's pretty much what worked for me. And I like that kind of parenting style. I don't want to leave them in the dark, but I don't want to give them too much to worry or stress about, because my kids they're very caring and concerned. So they want to help. And I don't want them to ever feel like they have to help mommy through something, you know? Yeah, so that's been my motherhood journey. And like I said, I'm very proud of where I am today. I'm super excited, happy. I love my kids. I got gang. Fabulous 5. coming in hot. But thank you for watching. If you like this video, go ahead and subscribe. Please share it. And if you would like to keep up with this channel, I will be sharing more motherhood type things on this channel. I will be sharing my home birth video for having this new baby. So yeah, if you'd like to see that, go ahead and subscribe, and I will see you later. Bye.